What's up, guys? Classy Metal here. Finally, I'm able to do a new Metalhead Box video. I was able to resubscribe. Very happy about that. January box. I know you've probably already seen a couple videos here and there from the January box already, but I'm going to run down what I received in my box and that type stuff. Before I get into that, I have a giveaway going, an album spotlight / giveaway going, highlighting the newest release from Transcending Records by Transylvania Stud entitled White Witch. Pretty solid Doom type release here. Definitely check that video out if you have not done so. I am giving away 4 copies of their previous EP entitled The Red Queen, if that's something you might be interested in, or if it's a band you haven't heard of and you might want to go check that out. Definitely jump down in the description, hit that link, and go check that out and get in on that giveaway. As I said, Metalhead Box is here. I've already gone through it, kind of gone through this stuff, looked at it. I've given the albums a spin already. That way I can kind of give my 2 cents on the albums. If you're not familiar with Metalhead Box, they are a monthly subscription service. They every month ship quality material to your doorstep. They have everything to fit your collector scum and metalhead needs. They have vinyl Metalhead boxes. They have 2 options on that, I believe. They have the 1 vinyl and the 2 vinyl, 2 LP Metalhead box. They have a cassette box. They have the regular Metalhead box, which I received. They have a mini Metalhead box. They also let you choose your genre of preference, and they try their best to cater towards your genre. You're going to receive some stuff that's all facets of metal. That's fine with me because I do the all genre option. I like to kind of spread it around. I don't like to be just stuck in one specific area of metal. There's so many different parts of metal that I enjoy. So the all metal option works quite well for me. At one point I did the extreme metal, which was a black and death metal only. That was a pretty solid choice as well. But anyway, I will link up their website. Definitely go check that out. Kind of see what they have going. Grab yourself a box if you feel so inclined. They also have some other stuff on their site as well. They sell stuff from previous boxes. Sometimes they have flash sales and grab bags, CD grab bags, and that type stuff. So definitely go check that out. As I said, that will be linked up in the description as well. I don't even know where to start. This box came in, and I was a little bit worried because I haven't gotten one in a couple months, and this one came in, and I thought the box just looked kind of small. I was like, man, this doesn't look like there's going to be much in this box, but I was wrong. They had this thing jam-packed full of good stuff. I'm not even sure where to start. I'm just going to get right into it. First thing, we have a Watain tribute pin. This is number 22. They've done several of these exclusive Metalhead box pins. Mark Rudolph has designed the vast majority of these, and he does an amazing job. You kind of have the wolf and trident there that Watain is kind of known for. I do own some Watain. I do enjoy Watain. I don't know if there's a specific name for this wolf trident. I don't follow them that close, but I do enjoy their material. Next up, we have a patch from Grave, Solid Death Metal Act. This is a pretty large patch. I was kind of surprised with the actual size of this patch. There were, I think, 3 different patches you could receive in this month's box. There was a Sacred Right patch that I absolutely love. I've seen a couple people open and show that off already. It's got that green color. Fantastic looking patch there. And I think there was a black metal patch from the band Mutilation as well. There's a little run card that kind of highlights some of the stuff that was in the box. And yeah, it was Grave, Sacred Reich, or Mutilation. So they kind of catered, especially for those that have a particular genre picks on their box. If you say the black metal genre is what you had picked, you probably would have received that Mutilation patch. But yeah, that Sacred Right patch, man, I kind of wish I'd gotten that one. That thing looked awesome. Next up, we have the autograph this month. This is Kelly McLaughlin from Pessimist, and recently he's been playing with old Evil D, Dave Vincent, in I Am Morbid, kind of an offshoot of Morbid Angel. Kind of completely different vision with I Am Morbid. If you haven't checked them out, it is definitely different. I know some people probably won't dig it as much as they dig Morbid Angel. There's some that's going to enjoy it more just because it's so different. Anyway, solid patch, just legendary guitarist there, so that's nice to add to the autograph collection. There were a couple just little promotional flyers showing off stuff from Black Lion Records. You know I love Oliver and Black Lion Records. First one was just kind of a little flyer for Depressed with Beyond the Putrid Fiction, solid death metal, kind of nasty, grimy death metal there. I think that was released back in November. And then we have Totinge Fluster. I'm sorry I butchered that. I don't speak German, with the Faceless Divine, but you will have a chance to hear me butcher that once more before this video is over. Next up, we got a little, some people call them toques, some call them beanies, just depending on where your location is, of the, I went blank there for a second, from Slaughter, Death Thrash, out of Canada, solid stuff. This is either the second or third time that Slaughter has been featured within the Metalhead Box. I think there's some big fans of this band, and rightfully so, because they are just some legendary kind of thrash, death infused thrash metal. Fantastic stuff. I hope that fits. I haven't tried that on yet. Sometimes headgear fits me kind of funny, but yeah. And the shirt this month I absolutely loved. We got a Gore Guts. And that is nasty. Love Gore Guts. I have some pleasant memories, I guess, to Gore Guts. That sounds kind of funny to say, but I can remember almost 20 years ago that I was in high school and I was over at a friend's house and we were listening to the newest, I think the newest Cannibal Corpse release. It was probably something along the lines of Bloodthirst or Gallery of Suicide, somewhere along in there. We were listening to that, and my buddy Drew, who at the time was probably the most into death metal out of all of the group, had a Gore Guts poster hanging on his wall, and I was kind of just taken by that poster, and it led me to check them out. I found the album Obscura. A lot of people don't like that album, but it's probably my favorite Gore Guts album. From that, Considered Dead, all that stuff, it just sparked that love affair with Gore Guts. So I kind of have that whole nostalgia feel and everything involving my metal journey and musical journey, and Gore Guts is right there at the heart of it. So I am super thrilled to have that shirt. And then the 2 CDs this month. I received 2 great CDs. I got Hazard, first of all, with their newest release. This has not been out long at all. I mean, this is the January box, and they have a 2020 release in it already. This is Hazard with Delirium, thrash metal out of Canada. Pretty solid stuff. I did enjoy their previous album that came out, I think, in 2017. This is the follow-up to that. But I dig this quite a bit. You know, thrash metal is one of those things that's kind of hit or miss for me. And Hazard is one of those modern thrash metal bands that I can really get behind. On this album, man, my favorite stuff on this is kind of the stuff that they kind of slow down a little bit. The instrumental track, Call of the Void, is absolutely phenomenal. I could put that on loop and just kind of just get into it, disappear into just a mental state and relax to that. I loved that song. And then number 9, The Decline, the track number 9 entitled The Decline. That one's a little bit slowed down and stuff, and I feel like they're doing their best material when they kind of do that slower down pace. But don't get me wrong, their fast-paced, thrashy stuff is good too. I did enjoy this. This is something that I will be returning to, kind of catchy, just pick you up and go thrash metal. Next up was, here we go again with Totinge Fluster with the Faceless Divine. This was released in October of last year through Black Lion Records. I'm super stoked. I didn't own either one of these albums that were in this box. I've seen some of the other boxes and Metalhead boxes that people have been showing, kind of the spoilers, and most of the stuff they were showing I already owned, so I was kind of afraid that I was going to receive 2 albums that I already owned, but they did good, because I do not have this one. This is some pretty phenomenal symphonic black metal, along the lines of maybe Karak Angren, Cradle of Filth, Demu, that type stuff. Not quite as commercialized and accessible as that, which it can be a good thing. I think it works well for this band. I think it was track number 3, The Hollow Wanderer. I think that's the one that just kind of spoke to me, that I enjoyed quite a bit. They did not skimp on the packaging on this release either. In this digipack, the artwork is phenomenal. It's very thick and sturdy. Sometimes your digipacks kind of get that flimsy feel and they kind of come apart. This is not the case with this one at all. So Black Line Records did a fantastic job on the release of this album. All in all, man, I think this was a very solid box. I've heard a couple of people say that they thought this one was not up to par, but I don't feel that way at all. I think it was another stellar box from the Metalhead Box. The next one shouldn't be too far off. This one had a little bit of a delay. That's why the video is just now up for the January box, and it's February 10th. So I think in a couple weeks, the February box will be shipping out. So anyway, that's all I've got for today. Definitely get in on the Transylvania stud giveaway. As I said, that's linked up in the description. Go check that out. If you haven't checked out my end of the year video, I may go ahead and link that one up as well. I did a album of the year for a 2019 video. Some of you may have missed that, so that'll be linked up in the description as well as the Metalhead Box website. That's all I've got for today. I got a huge stack of stuff in today. I just did that video yesterday where I showed all those CDs in a collection update. This was just from today, so this one will, I don't know when I'll be up. Hopefully very soon that will be on the horizon and being shown off. Stay classy, stay metal. I will see you all very soon, I promise.